GA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
What's the mic? 13. Watch the sled. 31's the mic. I'm coming.
From the 27, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Ravens will strike first here, this wild card matchup. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. GA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Let's go, buddy.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action now. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Green 80. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, check 24. Check 24. One flip. Like six. All day.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
One flip. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 36.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okuebunam. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4. Shit. 36 power. Shit. Mike 4. Let's go, D.
Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will strike first here, this wild card matchup. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. On the counter, here's Gordon. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. The quick slant caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop it shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Switch gears. Show it.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. KJ Hamler returning it. And he takes this near the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 4, Mike 4. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Mike 4. It's our good. It's our deal. Good job right there. Hey, it's our house.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st down, Wilson buying time to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Denver. Now Wilson on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
Check. 31's the mic. Hey.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Jackson now. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Forced out to his left. Trotty! And bulldozing his way through. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A Big connection on that one. 34 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Yo. That's the mic. I got him. 31's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Jackson going to run.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
He's checking crab. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check safety. Check safety. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Kill.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have taken the lead. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up alive, taking it right down Broadway.
Keep giving it to him. Come on, keep giving it to him. Let's go. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive,
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
36 to Mike. Mike, 36.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
31's the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check nickel.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker now to add the point after. So he missed his first two, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the bench.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now it's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D.
Here's Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Hey. 180. You're not ready. 31's the mic.
4th down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Jackson's throw caught here by Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely will. we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
31's the mic. Go, go, go. 31's the mic.
To throw again is Jackson.
Any day.
Flush to his right.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
31's the mic. Hey, watch the run, watch the run.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Watch 36. 36 the mic. I got one. Mike, 36.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's see what you got. Alert. 36. On the ball. Watch 36. 36 the mic. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Alert. Mike, 36.
Here's Wilson.
Here we go.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We got three. 3 down. 3.
Hey, come on.
31's the mic.
13.
31's the mic.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps, good thing.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson Escaping the pressure right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Good job right there. Sponge. No. Got it.
Wilson. It's complete to Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This is caught. Yeah, the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Williams again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. On the move to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode, and then
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. They'll run with Dobbins. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, There was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
He's got Gordon. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
36. Here we go. Watch 36. 34.
Throwing now is Wilson.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch.
Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Pull it together. Mike, 36.
Here's Wilson. And now here is another interception.